What is up, MFers? Welcome back to another pretty exciting, yeah, I'd say it's definitely an exciting video out here with my boy, Father Zach. So I was too excited to film an intro because if you didn't notice, we're at the lake. That's the dock back there where the giant muskie was caught last couple weeks ago. So we're out here at this little lake. I was just kind of itching to get on the water, so here we are on the water. Last time I fished with Zach, put a good old hook in my arm, so hopefully today we do a little bit better than that. We're gonna fish this lake though. It's got some giant bass in it. Obviously it's got a couple giant muskie at least. See if we can get one of those to cooperate for us. If that doesn't work, we're gonna head over to another lake. There's a bunch of lakes around here, but I am super psyched to get out today. Let's make it happen. All right, here we go. We got some nice clean looking water. Got some wind blowing today. This is the first lake we're gonna hit today. The lake where we caught the giant. And of course, I'm gonna throw my favorite cold water, clean water, windy bait. The absolute perfect bait to throw right now. And that's the old jerkin stick. So probably throw on some of these wind blowing points and stuff. Should be a good place for a big bass to sit up. There are giant bass in here, as well as the occasional muskie. So hopefully we can figure that out today. Super stoked to be out here. Haven't fished in like 5 or 6 days. Gonna be sick. Think that muskie's still underneath that dock? Probably is. I want you to catch it this time. It's one and the other one. We're good. Oh, fish. There's one. That feels pretty decent too. Haven't felt a fish in a long time. Could be wrong. What do we have? It's a bass, a decent bass. Good one. Real good bass. Yep. On the jerkin stick. Come here, buddy. All right. That's how we start things, my man. Boom. That's what's up, dude. Nice little 3.5 pounder. Get us rolling today. Absolutely. Fatty on the jerkin bait. Love it. Gotta love it. Let him go. That nice clean water. Hell yeah, sick. Yeah, that one, there's this island right here that kind of comes out to a point on this side and on the back side. He must have been sitting right up on that point waiting. Have to fire back in there a bunch of times because this time of year they can set up right on that and really group up. He crushed it. All right, here we go, folks. Time to see if we can find ourselves another giant muskie slash bass. The old swimming bait. That wasn't grass, that was a fish. God damn it. Well, first lake was a no-go, except for one solid fish, so we're making a little move right now. But the next lake, it's the lake the dreams are made of. I feel a lot better about it. Got a couple more hours to fish that one. Hopefully make something happen here, because it's been pretty damn slow.
Father Zach needs to fish.
Father Zach needs to get on the board, but I feel really, really good about the next location. So we will catch you there. Here we go, lake number 2. Feel much better about this. The wind's blowing, water is nice and clean. We're gonna mix it up. It's a little bit muddier water where we're going back here. So we're gonna tie some more moving baits, darker colored baits, stuff like that on, and I'm ready to catch some. All right, guys, lake number 2. Feeling a lot better about things. It is freaking warm out here. Cannot complain about this weather, but got the old D-bomb out. We're gonna do some dragging. Got the 6-cent square bill tied up. Gonna be pulling it through some grass and stuff. Who knows, maybe even throwing a jerk bait a little bit later in the wind, but I like the looks of it. We just got to make it happen now. Oh, there was a bite, but he just mouthed it. That was all about. Yep. Get out of there. He must have been sitting right underneath there. That's a pretty good one too. Oh yeah. Come here, buddy. All right. That's a good one, man. Big old mouth. Damn. On the little finesse jig. I mean, he's probably close to 4 pounds. That's a good one. Long wand. How long is that fish, dude? Like 19 inches? 20 inches almost? All right. Damn, that guy took some work. We've been back here fishing this whole area. I'm gonna get him back in the water. There he goes. We fished this whole line of bank back here, and that was like the first bite. He was right underneath this tree, so maybe we should be flipping a little tighter of this cover, I guess. I don't really know though, but oh, definitely we'll take it. Starting to look bleak there for a minute. I lifted up and he just had it in his mouth. Must have been sitting right on that tree. Ah, yeah, there's another one there. Dang it. We were just messing around before. There's one. No, he dropped it. Awesome. Yeah, come back, buddy. Just barely tapped it. That time he got it. Man, they are not active. He freaking just popped. Ooh, there's a big school right here. Back off and catch them. All right, third fish of the day. Not a big one, but I'll take him. It's a tug. Yeah, there's a big old wad of them right there. I don't really know why. Right underneath the boat.
Oh yeah, I ran into him.
There we go. Oh, dude, that one knocked like 3 feet of slack in the line. Well, that's it, guys. That is that's it for the video. It was a crazy tough freaking time on the water, and I'm actually a long ways away from home right now editing this video, which you're about to see this upcoming trip very soon. I'm way south. That's all I'm gonna hint at. Man, I might have caught my biggest bass of my life today, but we're not gonna get into that too much more. You'll see that in the coming days. But the bite around the Omaha, Nebraska area has been insanely tough. You know, two baits that in this video that I caught them on are baits you see me throw a lot on this channel, and that's a little finesse jig and a jerk bait. Both are great baits whenever it's super cold outside, whenever you have clean water especially. Now, the lakes we fished, the second one especially, did not have really clean water, but when the bite is that freaking tough, a lot of times you just got to put that little tiny finesse bait out there and just drag it along, and you never know what's going to happen. Like, we went to the lake where I caught that giant muskie. Unfortunately, we didn't get a big muskie, but that's all I was doing that time. I dropped it down there. I was just kind of slowly working it along. Big fish love those little tiny finesse compact packages this time of the season, and the little finesse jig is a great imitator for that. And the same goes for the jerkbait. You know, sometimes I feel like I get too in depth and I just expect people to know, oh, it's cold water, you should throw a jerkbait, and everybody knows that, or you should throw a little finesse jig or a little slow moving tiny little finesse bait, but I don't really get into the basics of it. Something I explained to Zach, he asked me, why are we throwing jerk baits right now? You know, it's something he'd never thrown before. He hasn't spent a ton of time in the water, but he loves to do it like a lot of you guys, and I get asked all the time, you know, I'm having a hard time catching fish, catching bass, especially this time of year. What am I doing wrong? Well, the jerkbait's a great bait for people that are just getting into bass fishing, and it's a great bait for super experienced anglers, because in cold water, that bait is suspending. You know, those fish don't want to move a long ways to chase a bait. They don't want to expend a lot of energy. And so a jerkbait's an awesome bait where they can just kind of sit down and hunker down on the bottom. They don't want to be active or hunker down on a man-made piece of riprap, brush pile, whatever it may be. They just want to sit there tight to that. And a jerkbait has that erratic action. They're going to see it, and then it's going to sit there right in their face. And they're not going to have really a choice. Their primal instincts almost always kick in. And if they see that jerkbait and you're fishing it nice, slowly, naturally, my favorite way to fish it, you see me do it all the time, is a jerk, pause, jerk, and then a long pause, maybe like 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds to see what those fish want. And that's about the best thing you can honestly do right now, especially in any water that's over 2 feet of visibility, because you want the fish to see that bait. But that's all I got for now, guys. Hopefully you can take from this and learn something from this video, despite it being super tough conditions. I actually was going to shoot a second part of the video. I went out to a local lake for 4 hours and didn't get a single bite in Omaha. But like I said, now I am way far away from home. Had an amazing day on the water today, so I got a lot of good content coming. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me. I always want to show it to you guys real. If I don't catch anything, if I have a rough day on the water, I want to explain why. I want to tell you what I learned from that, because you can always learn new things on the water, and this video was no different. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm out of here. Peace.